Okay, we're back. Go, Eric.
All right. So Gary Fredericks is continuing his lawsuit over the character of Ghost Rider. For those that don't know, Gary Fredericks is one of the three people that are credited as creating the Flaming Skull version of Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole big thing. Basically, Fredericks claims that the other two guys didn't contribute anything. Uh, that it's like solely his idea, and the other two just kind of took credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the positions of the other people are, but I know they're a little bit more level-headed. Um, but Gary Fredericks believes that he owns the copyright to Ghost Rider, and that the copyright to Ghost Rider should have reverted to him in the 2000s, I believe. It's been a while since I brushed up on this case, but the reason for that being is that it just kind of disappeared. Like I remember talk of it around the movie, and then I just didn't hear anything. But apparently it's still going.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he filed two suits. One was a state suit, and one of them was a federal suit. And the state suit was overruled and thrown out, but he's still going through with the federal suit.
Okay.
Here's the thing. It's not unlike the Superman and the Jack Kirby stuff, where they're trying to get the rights to those characters.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do with them? He literally wrote one issue. He only wrote the origin story. What the hell is he gonna do with it? What is he like if he wants money, that's fine. But he wants the rights. What is he gonna do with it? He said he never read anything past his initial issue. I don't understand this.
Can we throw into the fact that he's a crazy old man?
J Train interviewed him. And
I know, I saw it.
No, you didn't. There's more footage, but
Really?
he said it was too insane to put on the internet. Like he's like, it doesn't make any sense.
I want to see that.
I know, I do too. I told him to put it up, but he didn't. But the other thing is, I don't think he has a chance in hell.
I don't either. No offense, but you're facing a big corporation.
Well, not just that, but there's two other people that factor in.
Yeah, that too.
And this is the 70s. You really didn't get creator rights in the 70s. I mean, there's been a lot of steps forward in that kind of area.
Uh-huh.
But you still don't get to own your characters. Frank Miller doesn't own Elektra. He gets paid whenever Elektra's used.
Yeah, they actually said that in Marvel. They had this whole thing. It was right after Disney bought them that all the characters, certain rights would be returned, so that way if they ever got used, in case anything got as big as Deadpool, and hopefully a character that actually deserves it happens that time, that they get the money for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if this guy's getting paid or not. If he's not getting paid when Ghost Rider gets used, fine, he has a case. But if he just wants the rights to have the rights, no. Just no.
He could, if he gets the rights back, if he could just be like, yeah, you guys can still use them.
He could be.
He might as well just do that, because, I don't know. I can't imagine him trying to shop that around to anyone else with it working. So... What's next after this? Because that went on for a little bit. So they announced that Hawkgirl and Dead Shot have been cast in Smallville.
I'm kind of excited about this. I mean, I know they're going to get them wrong.
Uh-huh. Me too.
And I know Dead Shot's not going to have a costume, but in Absolute Justice, she made that reference to the Suicide Squad, and I'm like, ooh, Suicide Squad. And now we're getting Dead Shot, so maybe we might have the Suicide Squad. And I swear to God, if we get an episode of Smallville with Dead Shot and Captain Boomerang fighting side by side, it'll be the greatest television episode of anything ever.
I concur.
I don't care about
they
that
might as well bring. Maybe they could bring Impulse back for that. But I don't know. That guy hasn't been on the show for a while. I don't watch it, so. I'm actually going to try and watch this season. And
I am too, because I've watched Smallville on and off over the years. for about 4 or 5 years now. And I would really like to watch the final season as it airs.
I've been actually watching the reruns that have been on CW lately because I have too much damn time on my hands. And also Absolute Justice kind of got me interested in that show.
But the guy playing Deadshot was Ryan's older brother in the OC in the first season.
Never watched that show.
I did. I own the first season. I've never seen 2, 3, or 4 though. I've literally only seen the first season of the show just because I don't have any. It's not something that like once I have money, I'm like, yeah, now I need to go buy season 2 of the OC. I don't. He didn't leave any impression on me in the OC, so I don't really have a strong feeling or opinion about that.
Yeah, that's kind of like, well, no, it isn't, but I have that kind of feeling with Eureka because I just got the first season on DVD. I need to buy the second one. But the Hawkgirl thing makes sense because in that trailer from last week, they showed that they're going to have Hawkman.
Apparently there was a 10-minute trailer that I didn't see.
I didn't see either. I've heard about that. Must have been.
Mano saw it. He was like, there was a 10-minute trailer. I was like, I saw like a maybe 2-minute trailer.
Mano's just holding out on us.
He's totally holding out.
After he's done hunting down Rob Liefeld, he better tell us what that is.
Exactly. All right, so next article is that there's going to be a 2-part Scott Pilgrim cartoon that's going to air on Adult Swim, and I guess it's going to feature stuff from the comics that isn't in the movie. I have no idea what that means because I haven't seen the movie.
No one has, except for the people who saw the screening at Comic-Con, you bastards.
Yeah. Well, it comes out next week.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn. It and The Expendables comes out next weekend. I think
it does? Damn it! And I just got my learner's permit, so I could go to see R-rated movies now. I'm
probably going to end up seeing Scott Pilgrim on midnight, and then I want to see, my friends and I are planning to go see The Expendables on Friday.
I'm going. I don't care. I'm going by myself. Double feature. Come see
that's how I saw Inception and Sorcerer's Apprentice. Although to be fair, I was supposed to go with other people. They just bailed out at the last second. But yeah, so the Scott Pilgrim thing is kind of cool. I'm not because we have the movie coming out. I'm not like, oh man, we're getting Scott Pilgrim because Scott Pilgrim. I mean,
that's like a big budget movie coming out and being excited about the tie-in video game.
Yeah, like I'm sure it'll be good, but I'm not like super excited.
The clip, I'll try and catch it. I don't know. I can't stay up that long because I'm lazy and can't stay up really late. But I'll try and watch it on Adult Swim.
All right, so the next article.
Yes. Now I don't know why, but I find this surprising. Paul Dini's joining the Ultimate Spider-Man animated series, and I just find that weird.
Him and Bendis are both writing episodes,
along with Man of Action, which consists of Joe Kelly and Joe Casey and Stephen T. Siegel, guys who are comic writers, in case you aren't sure, Eric.
Yeah, I know they are, and Man of Action also created Ben 10.
Yeah, they have.
Which has me worried.
I like the majority. I like the majority of Ben 10. So
it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. Ultimate Spider-Man is a more mature property than Ben 10.
Yeah,
and I really don't want to see it on that level.
Yeah, the thing about Dini on it, it's just a thing with me because I don't think of anything Marvel when I think of Paul Dini. I barely think anything DC except for Batman.
Dini has primarily done DC stuff. He did Batman. He's doing Zatanna now. He has a very clear affection for the Zatanna character.
Yes.
But I don't think he's wrong for Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, I have no problem with that. It's cool. It's just that it just seems weird to me. Just him working on a Marvel-related project. That's just what's weird to me, and it's a personal thing.
Apparently he worked on Lost.
Yeah, I know that.
I didn't know that. I'm just looking at the article right now.
Well, now we all know.
And knowing is half the battle, which ties into our next article.
Thank you for picking up my tie-in there.
So Stephen Sommers is in fact directing G.I. Joe 2. I don't have a problem with this. I like the first one. It's a fun action movie.
I'm amazed because this is the first G.I. Joe 2 news I've heard in a long time.
Well, the last thing we got was that the Zombieland writers are writing.
And that was months ago.
And I finally saw that movie, and it was awesome.
It was.
Doesn't convince me they're right for G.I. Joe, but, whatever. We'll see. Every once in a while, I know that I'm kind of like this guy who hates fun because I hate Transformers 2 and all of that. But I don't know. Every once in a while, there'll be like a movie where I'm just like, this was damn fun. And G.I. Joe is one of those. I'm actually currently, before we started doing the news today, I was watching Independence Day because that's just a damn fun movie. Also, I'm a huge Jeff Goldblum fan.
I've been watching that movie a lot lately, but because there's a channel that keeps re-airing it.
Oh, see, I bought the DVD today. Minor detour that has nothing to do with news.
That's our trademark.
I've recently gotten into this band called Star One, and all their songs are based on science fiction movies. Yeah. And they have this one really, really cool song that's based on Stargate, which I've never seen. So I go to Walmart today to get some food and to get Stargate, because I know I've seen them sell it there before. I get there, and they're taunting me. They're laughing at me. I swear to God, there are clerks like they have that wall of TV. That's not really TVs. That's like a one-way mirror where they're standing by and they're laughing at me because all I wanted was to buy Stargate, which I've never seen, but I really wanted to get. They had the Stargate movie trilogy, which consists of 2 Stargate movies that take place after the TV show, like they're TV movies, and the pilot for the TV show. Mm-hmm. They have just one of those movies. Mm-hmm. They have the Stargate movie that I wanted on Blu-ray, and then I go over to the TV series section, and they have the Stargate TV series. And I'm like, cool.
SG1, because there's like 3 now.
SG1 and Atlantis.
Okay.
And I'm like, cool, I'll get one of those. To be fair, Atlantis just sounds cooler to me from what I know about the series. They have SG1 seasons 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and then Atlantis 3, 4, 5. Mm-hmm. No season 1. So I can't be like, hey, I'm going to jump on. God damn it. So I bought Independence Day because it's by the same guy that did
Stargate.
Which you know what? I haven't seen Stargate, but it falls before my everything Roland Emmerich did after Independence Day's crap, which is a flawless rule. He's done nothing worthwhile after Independence Day. But God damn it, I like Independence Day.
I like Independence Day too.
Well, that's coming in a couple years. Apparently, they're working.
No. I like that movie. But
I know.
This random tangent has been brought to you by Jerks at Walmart.
Although I remember when a couple months ago when the news, like the rumors started, like, oh, they're talking about Independence Day 2. They're like, Will Smith's in talks. I'm like, I don't care about Will Smith. Is Jeff Goldblum going to be in it?
I can imagine you doing that.
I did. The instant I heard that, I was like, I don't care.
Do you know he's on a Law and Order spinoff now?
I cannot tell you how pissed I was about that. Yeah. Because that happened back when I was a big Law and Order junkie. I was a huge Law and Order junkie, particularly CI and SVU. Those were the 2 series I watched.
Yeah.
Then, right after I started watching CI, they did this thing where they'd switch off weeks. Mm-hmm. 1 week would be the guy who had been the series the entire time. His name's like Grigori or something. He's the guy from The Whole Wide World and MIB. Mm-hmm. And he's cool. But then the other guy is boring as hell. So, like, I tried to watch it only on the weeks where the guy that I liked was on there, but then I'd get confused. And so I just kind of, like, lost it. Mm-hmm. And then they moved that show to USA, which I don't get because I don't get cable. And they're like, hey, guess what? You know that boring guy you don't like?
He's been replaced.
And now he's Jeff Goldblum. I was like, oh, God damn it.
Damn you, television!
It was one of the worst days of my life. I
can imagine you on your knees doing that scene from Planet of the Apes, like punching and screaming.
When only those are super smart as me are left to cry. Damn yous all to hell.
We're gonna switch over. We're coming close.